Yeah, close enough.
You're the first person that tried, so that's all that matters.
Oh, the spicy margarita is very spicy.
I love that you said that right as I unmuted the chat feed.
Shut up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 61 of Dungeons and Dragons, where our wonderful adventurers just finished a fight with the Hollowed One and his crazed individuals in some hand carved tunnels under the city of Haven, where something was taken from Silt. We're not sure what. We just know that healing didn't work so well on her after the fact. But then as they gathered and huddled and rested before proceeding, knowing that Silt was in a bad place, the Hollowed One came back and showed a little civility and returned whatever what was taken, and then fled off into the tunnels again. So yeah, that's where we left off. I believe you guys were having a discussion about the diary, which I will put back in the group chat for everybody in case you didn't get a chance to read it. If I can find it, I'll get it here in a second. But you guys were all kind of reading that and talking about maybe we should try helping it instead of just outright killing it. Becca, do you remember what that diary was called in your inventory?
Journal of Elias Thornwell.
There it is, journal. I was looking for diary, and like I said, heat exhaustion, so...
You're good?
No, don't want to duplicate, want to copy the chat record. So there's the diary, journal. And take it away, boys and girls.
Well,
And it's and thems and whatever else, because gotta be politically correct or you get canceled.
hashtag canceled. I mean, I think last we were talking about was whether or not we were going to let this thing go or what we were going to do with it.
We could try capturing it.
I mean, how are we going to do that?
I mean-
Cheese in a trap. Who doesn't like cheese?
It does seem to have some kind of conscience. It gave back whatever it took from Silt and brought us dry wood. So, I mean, maybe we can catch it in a moment where it is reasonable and, I don't know, put it in shackles? I don't know, guys. I honestly, just an idea. I mean, because after this eye-opening journal, I'm just saying that I know there's a chance it might not be savable, but
I mean,
I would probably suggest a muzzle as well.
yeah, definitely, for sure.
I can try talking to it, but I would have to touch it. Be close enough to touch it.
Okay. Well, do we have a name from the journal, right? So let's just try calling it and see if it comes to us.
Like nothing bad ever happened from that.
I look at Otis and go, "You're the one that likes to get loud, right?"
Look in Odessa's shiny chest armor and say its name 3 times. See what happens.
You gotta say boogie boogie at the end.
I heard you yell across the ocean before, so sure you get your voice loud enough for him to hear us down through these tunnels.
Probably.
Let's do that. See what happens.
Is that
Worst
what we
case scenario, we're back to fighting again.
Is
Best
that
case
what we?
scenario, he just comes out and we figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, hmm.
I don't know if you guys have actually read the journal or not, but uh, I don't know, calling his name would do much good since it seems like
The whatever
it
took
talks about like
over.
my past
He says he
self is
doesn't remember his
dead.
name.
Well, maybe that's because nobody uses it because he's been stuck down here in the caves.
It does say he doesn't want to remember.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here,
Are-
guys.
Are you
No,
suggesting we have a Tinkerbell situation on our hand? No one believes in him anymore?
Oh, trust me, I
Maybe?
believe in him.
I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm just
I mean, really, we've come up with two different routes. Either we can try and talk to this thing and see what it wants, if it's possible to even help it, and or if there's any way to cure it. Or the other option is we kill it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well. I mean, the job was to come down here and get rid of it. But if we could just stop it from eating people, I
Well, it says
mean,
it wants to go to the thing in the ocean, so maybe we should just give it a ride.
I'd be down for that with muzzles and
It's-
shackles and a cage and
Silt's awake now.
some prayers and
Oh yeah, Silt's awake. Got my life force back and read the.
Yeah,
Where
you,
does it?
you did the comprehend languages on the board last
Yes.
week. So you were awoke.
Where does it say it wants to go back to the ocean?
The last entry?
This is the
The
final
second-
entry. It says, "A new voice calls to me. It rises from the deep, whispering in the languages of the tides. I will go to it.
Yeah.
The tunnels are empty now, save for the bones. I leave them behind as I leave behind my past self. Elias Thornwell is dead. Something else walks in his skin, something that hungers, and it is still not full."
Bro just needs a boat.
I mean, well, first off, the way it's talking is who the hell wrote that? If it's saying that Elias is dead, then who wrote it, and why not write your name? Why not write who replaced it? The second thing is, if I recall correctly, Poseidon reached out and told me a while back that there was some horrors, for lack of a better term, that were more danger than we've ever faced, and that we were all going to be needed to fight it. I don't know if this is one of those things.
I
I
imagine
mean,
he was created by the horror.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, we kind of handed him his ass, even with his buddies. So, I mean, I wouldn't put him in the big category. I'd put him in the category. So, I mean,
All right.
and
Well,
fuck, who knows? Maybe he could direct us towards whatever the fuck helped create him, and then that would be the big horror that we're looking for. But we're not going to know if we kill it.
what do you guys want to do? I mean, I've got the spell we need if we want to talk to it. I mean, or we can fight
personally
it.
think this thing is not
So-
salvageable.
I feel like
Come on,
any
kill it.
issues, we're gonna have to change our plans anyway because it's not gonna go how we expect. So
Well, I
Also
mean,
true.
I know
That's
he
you.
tried.
worse.
I know he tried to eat Silt, but Pearl tried to eat Silt, and whoever else she could get her hands on. And he did bring us wood and give Silt her life force back.
I'm sorry, you keep saying he brought us wood, but didn't he just bring us a plank with like the diary on it?
just
Dry
the,
wood.
the note
Dry
on
wood.
it.
It was
Yeah,
dry
what
wood.
what this guy said.
Right, but I feel more like that was just the method to deliver the journal rather than like, oh hey, here you guys look like you could use some dry wood.
Well, we had a fire going and we struggled a little bit because it was wet wood. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's like a million gold or something here, man. I'm just saying it was a tiny token to show. To me, that's like a tiny gesture of there's something in there worth checking out.
All right. I mean, I guess we can approach it, try to talk to it, and
Be ready to kick its ass when it doesn't want to talk.
Well, that's what I'm.
As
That's
soon
what I'm
as I
saying.
see it, no offense to everybody, but as soon as I see it, I'm gonna try to kill it. There's no talking with me. Like, I'm tired of this guy. He's been pissing me off already. I'm done. I'm just, if I see it, I'm gonna go for it.
Shit.
It's
Done.
okay. We have 2 pairs of shackles, so one is for Pearl to
Hey,
keep her from killing it.
Jacob, can I roll a history check to see if I recognize this voice from the deep? From the journals to think that it's anything that I could have recognized?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, you remember a lot of childhood stories about creatures of the deep that are powerful and some of them controlling. But what you've read in the journal doesn't ring any bells, any specific bells at least. So you know there's a lot of really nasty stuff the deeper you go, but nothing in particular is sticking out for this.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not necessarily against killing it, but for a clear conscience, I would highly recommend we at least try. I mean, I've done some dirty-handed shit. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I walked away with a clear conscience, knowing whoever I fucked over deserved the fucking over.
I mean, it gave my whatever back when it didn't have to, so it's not all bad in my book.
It's like it's just been killing a bunch of people. Like, he gets no mercy from me. I'm sorry, I don't even know what.
Betty just kind of wide-eyed looks at Pearls and goes, "Have you seen the alleys out by the Rusty Anchor?"
So,
You know, it's a survival thing for me, and I do it.
And what do you think he was doing?
I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of this guy. I want to kill it. That's it. You can restrain me. You can try. I'm done with this guy.
Keyword, try.
Yeah. Obviously, he's a tough motherfucker, but, and I get it. He could have killed Silt. I get it. Either he wants something from us, and that's why he's being quote, quote, nice, or he just wants something from us. And whatever it is, I don't feel like finding out what it is. I just want to get it over with. But what do I know? I'm just Pearl, a drunken little pirate.
we saved this on more than one of occasions.
Silt, what was your roll for?
that was just a we shouldn't be hasty Pearl roll.
Okay. Silt fights a good argument, but I'm not gonna force you guys
pretty
to listen
lackluster.
to persuasion checks unless you're like under conditions.
I mean, Gal said her piece, so she's okay with whatever we decide.
Well, like I said, let's just get its attention, bring it to the chamber, go from there. Hell, it might attack us when it comes in, and we have to kill it anyways. But at least we attempted.
Well, I mean, Pearl, are you gonna let me have a chance to like try to talk to it, or no? Because I'm not gonna burn a spell slot if we're not even gonna try to talk. Healer, healer.
Can we have at least a couple minutes, Pearl, before you shank it?
I think she stepped away to go to the bathroom for a second. Give her just
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not gonna kill it right away. Like if you guys tell me no, hold on, let's talk, and then I see it's being funny, then shit's gonna hit the ground. I'll give you a chance to talk to it, and if I see any shadiness, I'll let you guys know. I'll wink or something and go for it.
That's all we're asking for. That worked. Hey, that's work.
Okay,
It worked.
then yeah, we can do that. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. I'll hold my horses.
All right,
Okay.
there we go. There we go. We got a game plan. Let's get his attention, bring it in. If it wants to try and reason, let's reason. If it doesn't, then we finish the job.
It
Perfect.
understood us, correct? Looking at Silt.
Yeah, it seemed to.
Okay.
I don't know what the writing was that it wrote in, unfortunately. I could just read it.
Well,
your spell
all right.
doesn't tell you the language.
No.
All right then. Well, let's. I guess whenever you guys are ready to call it, let's call it over and see what happens.
Got a plan.
Yeah, it just says you understand it.
Okay. So how are you going about it? Walk me through this.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Like, does everybody want to like circle up and make sure this thing doesn't come flying at us? Like, how do we want to do this? I'm not just gonna call this thing in here blind.
Yeah, let's
I'm closing my eyes, so you call it in here, I'll be blind. I'm not looking at it anymore.
Okay. So then why don't we do this? Let's have people here, 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 and we'll put Silt right in the middle.
Okay, so like
There's 6 of us?
where all this is.
Jeez.
hell is that?
They changed it.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That's kind of cool though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like it.
Cute.
So one there, one there, one there. That makes 3. We can put a 4th one here, and then Silt and I can stay
Mike, I gotta send you a picture of this. Oh, and Brad.
here in the middle. So whatever positions you guys want to take.
So you guys, as DMs, fellow DMs, you remember how much it sucks when everybody tries to move at the same time?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize. I just put a picture in the group chat. It came with this new version update. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I see that on my end too.
Do you?
That's
Yeah.
great.
Like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
we see it.
pending movements or whatever?
Well,
mine
yeah.
only can cancel it. It didn't say that I could accept it.
Well, I can accept all because I'm the DM, but that's awesome.
That is awesome.
No more fighting tokens to
Oh,
click the
nice.
Fuck. I don't want to download that. What the fuck? How do I get out of that? What the hell?
button. I didn't.
We shouldn't have
send you-
been looking at porn while we're playing fantasy, anyways.
Look, you didn't hear not a oh yeah, so you're good.
oh my god.
It wasn't a huh, yeah. It was more like a huh.
All right. Well, if everybody's in position, then I will
Step bro, what are you doing?
hang out
Oh god.
back here with Silt.
He's playing with his penguin.
And I will cast Thaumaturgy. I mean, so are we calling this thing the Hollowed One? Is that what we know its name is?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did we? Who did give us that name?
The Alari, when they gave you the hunting report.
I mean, you could probably use both names while you're calling
Well,
it out, just in case
let's
he answers
start
to
off with
one or the other.
Let's start off with one that we know is not going to piss it off.
That's a good plan.
I will cast. Let's get this moving. I will cast Thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I will yell from my position and call out Hollowed One. Let's see if I get a response.
I just want to reiterate that my eyes are closed.
Yep.
Okay.
No response.
I think it lasts for a minute, right?
It's a cantrip. You can keep recasting it.
Okay. I'll recast it again. I only ask because it lets me have up to 3 going at once. So, anyways, I'll recast it again and call out Hollowed One and see if I get any response.
You're doing
Same
this
thing.
all in common, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what language it speaks, so I think looking at Silt, last understood common, correct?
What was the exact wording on the note that it gave us?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Something like, sorry, was hungry, gave back.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, maybe if I don't get a response, I can try it. I'll try it again. And what languages do I speak? According to
is
this,
there a language of the sea? He did mention something about sea monsters.
I don't know any language.
What language is his journal written in?
Common.
I'm
I think that's
assuming
what
it
he said.
speaks common because didn't Silt speak with it at one point?
Didn't Taddy speak with it at one point at the bar?
Somebody spoke with it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
And
no,
it's and it's
I s-
guys.
I spoke with the kid.
And
Yeah,
wasn't that
Oh,
in one
wait
of
a
the
minute.
guys?
Yeah,
Who
he
ended
was
up being the
disguised.
thing and soul
Yeah.
sucking Silt a little bit on the patio.
Yeah, so
Right.
yeah, it speaks common.
Okay.
It was very
All right.
busted common, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for shits and giggles, I'll call out twice more, once in Dwarvish and once in Elvish, and see if I get a response out of that. If that doesn't work, I'll move on to something different.
Taddy, was it referring to itself as whatever the kid's name was? Because I think it was, because
Yeah.
when I went, I checked, there were no records of that name. So maybe call to whatever. I don't remember the kid's name.
Oh, come on, little records keeper.
Becca's going back through her notes right now. Like, did I write this down?
I think everybody is checking their notes right now. Actually, you know what? I might have it.
In a couple months because it's just too much stuff.
I might have it. Hold on.
I didn't write it down, I don't think, because it was some name I made up on the spot.
Okay. No. I don't apparently have.
Yeah, I did not take notes on that, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Nope.
I do have the language written down, though. All right. If I get no response to that, then I will try calling out in the name that was in the journal, Elias something or another. Elias Thornwell.
Okay. So let's make this easier.
I mean, this has all been a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Tell me how long you're going to try calling for it before you try something else, and in what languages.
Well, the only languages that I know are Elvish, Dwarven, and Common. I mean, everybody else could try yelling out. I just happen to be the one that can boom my voice 3 times louder.
I can try Inferno.
It's what you're doing to make your voice loud. This is Patty speaking. What you're doing to make your voice out? Is that just you? Can you let somebody else? Can you help somebody else do that?
I don't.
It specifically says you can make your voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your voice booms. Yeah.
I did. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Taddy wouldn't know that. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would call out. I would.
Hey,
If
Above
that
table,
is
I
little-
can't remember.
Above table, real quick. You guys remember when you fucked Odessa's eyes up with contacts?
We fucked his eyes up with contacts.
Yeah, when you were putting your disguise on to go into the
Oh my
masquerade,
God.
you could have used thaumaturgy to alter the appearance of your eyes. You would have had to just recast it every minute.
Yeah. I thought about that for a second.
Makes
But,
sense.
yeah. Anyways, I would do that for a couple of minutes at least on my end, and then I would look at the others, say maybe 3-4 minutes, if that.
Pearl said she'd try out an infernal. Anybody else?
Think I know anything other than common and elf.
I'll
Hey,
shout
don't-
out in Aquan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Teddy, don't you know some language that none of us know?
Oh, I know undercommon as well.
Maybe
I'll
that
call
was.
out primordial.
Nice.
Yeah, she's got undercommon covered. And I know Gnomish, but I highly doubt that's going to help us any here. So
And I'm sorry, did we agree to call this thing the Hollowed One, or can I call it by Elias Thornwall?
I was just saying names to see what response we get. So far, I've gotten 0 response. So,
Okay.
again,
above table DM, because it was only like a day or two ago that we were doing the bar thing, right?
Hmm.
Even though it's been a couple months in real world,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like a
it
couple
was-
days in game.
I want to say it was like
Oh.
2 or 3 days because it was the bar thing, and then you guys went and did something else the next day, waited overnight. So I think it was
Okay.
like 2 days ago in game.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this check in the dice tower and see if I can remember the name that the guy gave me in the bar.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't
Range.
remember,
We're gonna
just
say
make it up.
Range.
Range. Okay. And I'm gonna. I guess I'll yell out his name. Ranch's name.
You know how I came up with range? I have an orange stress ball right next to me.
Okay, Range.
Okay, so you're gonna shout out range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna do it over somebody. I'm gonna just like
Yeah.
wait and.
I'll be honest with you too. I'm not even gonna shout it that loud.
Oh, I will at the top of my lungs. Daddy's gonna be like, Ranch! Hey! Hey!
I mean, I think if this thing is as skittish and as trying to be as friendly as possible, I'm just not sure yelling's the proper. Especially, I'm guessing, do these tunnels echo?
They echo very much so. You quickly realize after Odess stops using thaumaturgy that you probably didn't need to use it in the first place. At least if that thing's anywhere nearby. But
Yeah.
you all take your turns yelling, and
We don't know how far these
This is true.
caves go.
But you all take your turns yelling over, I'm going to say 6 or 7 minutes, because Odess said he was going to take 3 to 4. And you wait in silence, and you hear what sounds like an ocean breeze come through the cave.
Just sounds like it, doesn't feel like a breeze.
So you actually have comprehend languages going, so you will understand
there's a-
this.
That's a pretty language.
I would translate for the rest of the group. It says, I've left you be, she-elf. Why do you beckon me back? Is it to slay me?
Okay, so it is a language then.
What
Uh,
language are we dealing with?
Aquan.
cool. Well,
Galen, can you tell it that we want to offer it peace from its suffering?
That sounds really up for interpretation.
I mean,
More
it kind of
breezes
is.
come through the cave.
He wants us to leave his home. He wants his home back.
you're speaking in Aquan, right?
Yes. I mean, not to you guys, but to it, I would. Yeah.
And so you understand the language.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to put my hand out and tell you to touch, well, basically touch my hand if you want to speak it.
Oh, okay. So I'll crack an eye enough so I can see where your hand is. And I'll close it after I reach out.
I
And
will cast tongues on Stilt, which, just so Silt is aware, I will put this in chat. It allows you to understand any spoken or signed language that you can see or hear. And moreover, when you communicate by speaking or signing, any creature that knows at least one language can understand it if that creature can hear the speech or see the signing.
So anything,
So,
if I read that correctly, anything you say in Aquan, anyone around you will be able to understand.
yeah, basically. But same thing with it. It would be able to understand Silt also, as long as it can hear
yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. I think it knows it's not the same language, but it can understand it.
Yeah.
But at least now, the one person that is the most convincing of us
Hmm.
can do what she does best. You just got to
Okay.
keep me updated on what's going on.
So I will type in common then, but the only two people who can understand it are Galen and Silt.
And then I will. The last thing it said was it wants us to leave its home. Is that what you said?
Another whisper carries on the air.
I will call out, since it's whispering, maybe not shout.
So it
I will
sounds like
say-
a whisper because it's Aquan. Like it sounds like a sea breeze.
I gotcha.
But you hear it clearly.
I think I'll just stick with the first thing I say, a good classic, we want to help you.
Is anybody translating what it's saying? Healer?
Galwood.
Oh, if you
It
say
says leave. It says leave me be.
so, I would tell Silt maybe inquire about the voice from the deep.
It says. Oh wait, do you guys see that?
Yeah, I'm typing it in
Everybody
common.
else get-
So if Galen is translating, then you'll all know what it's saying.
Yeah, she would translate.
Leave me to mine. What does that mean? Leave him to his caves? Like,
I probably.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess we could tell it what we're here for, but I would inquire about that voice from the deep, considering the fact that you happen to have a cleric of Poseidon that's here.
Yeah. I guess I would say something like, we can help you end the hunger. We know what you've been through, and we want to revenge isn't quite the right word, but
Avenge.
take care of who did this to you.
Avenge.
Avenge. Yes.
Make a
And,
persuasion
oh my
check.
god, I'm not gonna watch. It's pretty ugly.
It's a 19.
I mean, you can have guidance with it too if you need that. Can give you guidance.
I would say too, I would stick in there, I understand the darkness that you feel, and I know you know that I'm telling you the truth.
Odess, Pan, and Pearl. Keeping a lookout, you will see the Hollow One, like, Smeagol its way out of one of those southern caves and just kind of sit there with its claws on the wall, looking at the party, being very cautious.
And we'll do the Forrest Gump wave.
I will position myself not completely in front of Silt, but like it's clear that he has to go through me to get to Silt if he's going to go after Silt.
Okay. He kind of like tucks himself back a little, like a flinch back, but not a retreat. When you
Yeah,
take
I'm
that
not.
step.
I'm not making like any aggressive movements. It's just more of I'm just standing in between the two of
He
them.
saw you stepping towards him, so he like got ready to bolt, and then saw you stop, and he stopped.
And I will let them do their thing. I would also let the others know that he's over here, but to stay where they're at.
Gotcha.
I would say help us find the one that did this to you, and we will destroy it. Hopefully that's the right.
Yeah.
Or that's the right recipe.
That should be convincing enough.
Why don't we just ask it, how do we help you if that doesn't work?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it knows.
It's asking us how we're. I just assumed that it didn't.
Oh, fair.
I'm typing because I don't want to do the voice. So.
Fair.
But it's like a very Smeagol-y, raspy voice. I don't feel like throwing my vocal cords out in the first 30 minutes here. So.
Oh, we are not most, and we see the suffering it has caused, not just in you. Weeks of swimming. Well, how How about a boat for part of that? We need the fucking goats for Pearl in this thing. They can share.
There's some satires over in the shadow.
Glasses half full. They're goats.
They're like half goats, so just bring twice as many.
I'm not picky. I'll share.
Wait. So if that was relayed to us, what about who was with me that time when we went down there and we found the that dude that chased us back to the surface?
I think it was everybody except for me, wasn't it?
I
No,
know Pearl.
You're talking about that Triton person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think it
was
was.
Pearl, you, and myself.
So I mean, I would tell, Silt, ask him if that sounds familiar, because we didn't find the bottom at that point, and we swam forever.
You want me to ask him if he knows that guy?
Well, ask him if that sounds familiar, because he's saying if it was relayed to me, he says the one is deeper than many can descend. Most have perished on their descent. So that reminds me of when we were going down trying to find, what was it, the diamonds, those stones,
The crystals.
the crystals, and we had the.
Wasn't that on the west side
Yep.
of the world?
I believe so, yeah.
It was around
And
the
isn't
time
this-
that they met your parents.
Yeah. What?
So, I mean, has he said where this is at or what the one is?
No. I think I'm mixing it up with Poseidon telling you about the stuff in the east.
Oh, yeah. I don't think any of them know about that, though.
Which is why I didn't say
Fair.
more.
Well, I guess ask it which direction it is.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll-
I will ask it if it understands direction, which direction from here is it? And how often it has to feed.
Down, 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 burning in a fire.
Right?
I'm sorry, that was the first thing that came to my head. Question.
Okay.
Is
Back
it
it
me?
up. Nope, it was me.
Okay.
So after I sent that message, what did you guys say?
Which one? The down, down, down?
No, the next one. I heard you make fun of that in terms of Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear anything after that.
Oh, I just said something. I mean, that just figures, because why would something that's pretty much an animal give us, like, I have to feed every 24 hours? Of course it wouldn't.
Well, I mean, we're kind of at a.
Can you feed on fish, my friend?
Or crickets.
Crickets. What did Gal say?
I was gonna wait until it answered your guys' questions first.
Gal,
Before you said
will
that.
you retype that as a whisper in common to Silt, because she would understand it.
Is that /W?
If you right click her token
that's
up
right.
in the top left, it'll.
Oh, that's right. That's a little spooky.
That almost looks elfish to me.
A little bit, yeah. Well, I mean, Aquans are traditionally elf-like. They're just subquatic.
Oh, it's still an Aquan. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can hear this all going on, right? We just don't understand it.
Yeah, the only two people who understand it are Silt and Gallon, but Callan has been translating up to this moment, where she started actively participating in the conversation.
Well, if Gal's speaking, I would probably ask Silt, like, what's it saying?
And I'll the fast thinking. Let's see. I would whisper. I wouldn't. I'd give him a much shortened version of that, and I'd say, she asked what the voice says, and he said that it tells him when to go to sleep and it soothes him.
When to go to sleep and they soothe them. Whose fucking voice is this?
You know, the one from the deep. It's his mother.
It's wait, are you being serious? Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm being serious.
It's his mother?
That's what he says.
And who might his mother be?
I think Gal's gonna find out. Gal's asking him to tell us more about Mother. He wants to be free from Mother.
Well, that sounds like something we may or may not be able to help with. But we
Right.
need to know who Mom is.
Who's your mama?
Yeah.
Whoever said, who's your mama? Yes, you're correct.
going.
Or in terms of Jeopardy, I'll take Who's Your Mama for 300, please.
Did it just get really, really quiet for anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's
I was
the
waiting
most-
for Silt to translate what I said.
I don't think, depending on how quickly the thing answers, I don't know that I would translate this part. But we'll see what it says. There's a bit of a lag when we're typing instead of speaking.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Typing and then translating and then speaking.
It happens to the best of us.
I was just wondering. I had several gummies before the game, and I thought maybe I had gone deaf. Because
So
I have
it-
noise
it's-
canceling headphones on.
Is now a good time to do jump scare the camera?
No, it's a real good buzz. I'll be alright.
Okay.
All right, so I would whisper to Odes. He thinks that we can't find her.
Well, yeah, we can't find her if we don't know who she is.
She's deep. Well, this leads me to believe that he did get there as Elias first.
Somehow, yeah. Or it came to him. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'll translate Silt.
Are
Well,
we
my-
kind of assuming he was a sea elf before he changed?
No, I think it was a
I
human.
think it says. I think it's. I remember there definitely being a boat in that journal. So I mean, it could just be whatever species on whatever boat.
Jeremy, in the meantime, I sent you a message.
Still, FYI, I didn't fully above table feel comfortable asking this question, but I felt like it had to be asked.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Did she ask?
Oh, she just asked if it's possible to bring Mother to him here.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. You know, still, now that I think about it, you probably should hold on to the back of my armor in case we have to go.
As this last message is, whispered throughout the cavern, the Hollowed One slips back into the tunnel he's in and disappears into the dark.
I would whisper, she won't leave her home. We have to go find her and free him, and then find him again. She's telling him to sleep.
We have to go find her, kill her, free him, and then come back.
When we fuck her up, he's gonna be freed, I think.
Well,
Can I roll to see if I know or remember any reference of the deepest depths and or the maze of depths?
History or nature? Your call.
I'm going to too, since I grew up on a boat, if that's okay.
For you, it'll be a history.
That's what I thought. Not great.
Silt, you're not sure. You hate the water.
That's
So you
true.
never really cared too much about it.
wait, what are we rolling for?
For you to be a history check to see if you know.
Lore.
What are we trying to know?
Any
If-
reference
if
or
you
remember any
know
reference?
Where the deepest part of the known ocean is.
Well, shit, I'll take that. Buy that for $1.
I'll ask Grand Tempest also, not expecting an answer that's coherent.
Yeah, he's giving you moody teenager vibes right now. About doing stuff not related to getting his body back. So you've all got the world map up, or you should at least.
Bitch.
Odess and Gallon. It is very, very close to this whirlpool.
Yeah.
Like, dangerously
Not-
close.
Not in it, but close to it.
Dangerously close to it.
Okay.
Like you're in the splash zone.
Yes, very much so. And I will put an X there for you.
what was this one again?
That was
That was the
with the
prince.
prince.
Yes.
the prince.
Didn't we send the crew to go after one of these other jobs that are on the board?
No.
No.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
they had been sent to the Air Nomads to drop off the Friday crew, which I retconned over the last couple days.
Yeah, that part
Successful
I remember,
but uneventful. And then they did like a random harvest job on the way back. Was all.
okay. See, yeah, I thought when we sent them out the first time or whatever, when they came back with the money, it was for.
No, that was their test run for the Salvagers Guild to get the ship oriented
Approved.
into the guild.
Okay.
But yeah, the
Okay,
question
never mind.
mark was there had been reports of the blue whatchamajiggers,
Abishai.
Abishai
Yes.
coming out of the whirlpools, and then they had chased them, trying to kill them, and some of them had gone into the clouds where that question mark is, and the prince had sent you in that direction to try and figure out what the fuck's up.
And the Blue Abishai were like down here, right? Like just these whirlpools.
They've
all-
been using the circled whirlpools.
The circled
Okay.
ones. That the prince knows
Oh.
of.
Yeah.
Well, regarding this, I would pass along to Silt that, well, it sounds like a lot of our stuff's going to be off to the east this go around, but we're going to be out there for a while. It also sounds like these whirlpools may or may not be accesses to other things.
Well,
So I guess we need to decide what we're going to do with this thing, because it sounds like it's going to continue to feed if we don't do anything about it. The other
well,
problem-
okay, so here's the thing though, right? Like it comes and goes in waves is what the the people up top told us.
Okay, but how long
And
of a wait?
what did they say? Was it like, I can't remember the time period. There was a time period though.
6
So
months.
it goes dormant. It goes dormant for a while,
6
which
months.
now 6 months. It leads me to believe that when Mother tells it to go to sleep is when it's dormant. Which, why the fuck couldn't it just get on the boat with us then? I mean, we don't need it, but
Maybe Mother will get mad.
don't want to get Mother mad
Exactly.
yet.
I mean, either way, depending on what we choose to do, it's about a month's travel time to the east wall,
Hmm.
about a month's travel time back, if I'm counting these correctly.
So we
So
should have
that's-
plenty of time.
So that's 2 months, and that leaves us 4 months to deal with the other things, but we don't know what we're going to run into out there. And I highly think that we should do that other thing that you and I talked about.
I think that sounds wise.
How about this? What if we bring 6 priests of Taltos for him to feed on throughout the trip? I mean, let these fuckers do some good for once.
Oh, what? We can just leave him here and chain those motherfuckers up down here and like buffet right there. Bam, bam, bam.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. However, I am not going to be very good at like getting them to come down here. So I will leave that shenanigans up to.
I'll blink into the Grand Talos priest costume for a minute and be like, I could make it happen. I don't know if we are doing that or not, but
I mean, that
we have
might
ways.
put us on the Alari's checklist, but
Yeah.
either way, okay. We got 6 months. We think because you said it was going to sleep, right? We know it's
Yes.
going to sleep.
Yep.
So the other option that I can think of is we go explore these tunnels a little bit, find out what entrances we can find, and try to lock down the entrances for now. That's one option we have. The other option
Yeah.
is hopefully it goes to sleep for 6 months and we go deal with the things that we need to go deal with, right? And hopefully nothing stupid happens. I mean, that's a really ballsy assumption.
Did we?
I mean, something stupid's always going to happen.
I'm sorry, I was playing with my dagger. Did we establish that getting rid of Mother will break him of this?
I mean, according to the girls, that's what they're saying.
Okay.
I did not say that, but I think it's very much implied.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what Silt told me. So, I mean,
I just
mean,
don't want to piss Mama off. Not right
no,
now.
it's to me it sounds like that is the case, but he didn't like directly say it.
Right.
It's very much inferred.
the other option that we have is this thing is going to sleep.
Okay, so let's
stop there.
do this. Do we have? I mean, fuck. We can find information. What am I saying? Let's get information on Mother. See if we can find out exactly what, who, how, when, whatever we can on this Mother, and be prepared to make Mother go away. Once we
I
figure
am
out where the fuck she's at.
ready to make Mother go away.
Because if Mother can find some other poor soul to
Mhm.
turn into him, as I point towards the direction he was in, then getting rid of him isn't going to do us any good if she's just going to make more.
Yeah.
So,
The good news is Mother doesn't leave Mother's home, so
okay, so all we got to do is figure out what the fuck Mother is and how to get rid of her and go do it. God, that's not so complicated.
Something like that.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
So
Daddy says, let's do that.
we're gonna go unalive mother.
Yep.
This is our plan.
What's the check for, Becca?
See if anything in this conversation brought up any more from my past about anything in the deep.
Just
That it could be, but it's probably still the same.
kids' tales. Lots of dangerous things the deeper you go. Lots of old folklore about how the ocean got started and beings creating ocean creatures and just all sorts of different tales. Nothing really clicks up with what you're experiencing, though.
I'm gonna have an aside little comment to Grand Tempest. I hear that your body is in the deepest part of the ocean. Well, if you were paying more attention, maybe you'd have heard it too.
Get it? You're already reading my mind because I'm gonna go contact the other big guy.
All right. So let's skedaddle then. Place is creepy.
Are we each taking a different tunnel to get out of here and see where it leads?
How about this? Get us to the deepest part of the ocean. You're my number one priority right now.
Well, do I know that you're talking to Grand Tempest?
I don't know, do you?
Never mind. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Why don't you ask your friend if he's got any more friends down here before we go meandering through hallways? How about we do that?
Hey, Des.
Pretty sure that thing left already.
Word on the street is you know where there's a god body laying around.
He's coming back to the computer. Give him a second.
What'd you say?
Word on the street is you know where there's a Grand Tempest body laying, a Njord body laying around.
I don't know who you got that word from, but last check, I don't know where it's at. If I knew where it was at, why the fuck wouldn't it go get it right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. I am just all over the place, apparently. You know where the deepest part of the ocean is.
DM, do I know where the deepest part of the ocean is?
Yeah, we just had that
Yeah,
conversation.
we just found
2
out.
seconds ago. You made a history check and I pinged it.
It was on the map.
Oh,
I put in
well,
X
I
on
mean,
the map.
sorry, no, I was confused because I'm like, Silt saying that to me, and I'm like, well, you know where the deepest, darkest part of the ocean is, or am I the only one that knew that?
So
I don't know
No,
where it is.
You
I
and
got
Silt
Gal knows
know
it too.
that. Nobody else does. You didn't tell them in character. So
Okay. Well, my response to, well, I mean, this is kind of a conversation between Silt and I. My response to Silt is, well, you know where the darkest, the deepest parts of the ocean are too. I mean, I'm not
And
I'm not trying to beat around the bush, and I'm not trying to screw over our little friend over here, but I don't know anything more, at least to my knowledge, unless they're getting at something than you do.
I was just trying to find out where the deepest, darkest. Look, a lot has gone on today for me. All right. I just want everybody to get off my back as I start sort of tearing out my hair, my head fur, just a little bit out of my head.
Okay, let's go see if I can go talk to the other big guy and see if our other big friend has any information that might help us. He's kind of picky, choosy when he wants to talk to me. But And I think bottom line is we're not going to kill this thing, right?
Yes. I mean, correct.
Well, if we're not going to kill it, let's get out of here because we're not doing any good other than basically telling it everything that we're going to do. So, let's get out of here. Are we all in agreement with that?
Yep.
Yep.
As Odessa
is
starts
the-
walking, he will notice that I'm still holding on to his armor and like, because I haven't opened my eyes yet.
Feeling that. Let me see what I have. I might have something.
Okay. So if I understand this correctly, everybody's going down different tunnels to see where they come out.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That was the other thing we needed to discuss. Are we doing that or no?
Gal's off. She's doing it.
Yeah, as Otis turns around, Taddy and Gallon are gone.
Awesome. So that's what we're doing then. All right.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
Silt, let's get you out of here before some other crazy shit goes on.
Oh yeah, I guess I can open my eyes now, huh?
Well, we don't know where this thing is at or what it's going to do, and I don't know if I trust it enough, so your choice.
I got you, Mike.
I'm gonna trust it. You gotta trust something, I guess.
Okay.
And
Is anybody
where the hell did
going out the way you guys came in?
I plan to, considering the fact that everybody else kind of ran off. So
I didn't run. I just meandered, like just shuffled my way.
you pulled a
That's like,
Taddy.
whatever. Yeah, I just casually walked away. Y'all were
we,
busy yapping, wasn't paying attention, so I went.
did we discuss going down different tunnels? I can't remember.
There's a mention of it.
We talked about it. However, considering the fact that you have been its primary source of food, probably not a good idea for you to go by yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
just want to leave. Let's
Okay.
go back to the air.
the other two disappeared. Pearl, are you? Don't kill this thing, please.
I won't, I promise. I won't.
Okay, you're not gonna have us down here.
I won't.
Okay, so who is going with Odess back out the way you guys came in?
Me.
Pan, are you coming, little buddy? Your choice.
Who all's exploring?
Taddy and Gallon went off in opposite directions.
What are you planning on doing, Pearl?
I wanted to go with Otis, but he's already going with Silt. So
You can
I mean,
go
you
with
can come
Odess.
with us.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
heading out.
yeah, I want to go out. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Don't just
Let's-
go with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them. If you want to come too, Pan, I just can't be in here anymore.
Kind of torn because I don't want to leave Gal and Taddy alone.
They're gone. Already.
They already
Uh,
left. They're gone.
yeah.
Gone. They left.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with everybody.
Okay.
Before we leave, I would probably boom one more thaumaturgy and let Gal and Taddy know that we are leaving through the entrance that we came by,
Okay.
if they can hear it.
Easy enough. Well, you four will get out the tunnel within an hour because you're following tracks back. Taddy and Gallon, it's going to take you a while. And who knows where you're going to pop up out. But for you four, when you come out of the hole, sitting on a crate in the alley is your favorite person. And when she sees you crawl out of the hole, Pearl, she's, Well, that took you long enough. I was afraid I was gonna have to crawl down there and get myself all muddy. Do you need a reminder of who this is, Pearl?
Well, I
I'm
know
gonna
who it is.
lean over to Silt
Yeah.
and stage whisper, "Who's this cunt?"
Pearl, this is one of the Order of the Alari that had been hunting you and ultimately offered you the, in exchange for not hunting you, you're gonna hunt for us deal.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
I don't know if I was privy to any of that. Was I there?
I think we were all privy.
You were all
Okay.
made aware of that information because hunting the Hollowed One was the first job they gave her
Okay.
after
So
the deal was made. So when she brought it to your guys' attention, she would have, if she hadn't already, she would have made you aware of it, of the deal.
yeah, I'd tell Pan, oh, it's I don't know. She wanted to kill Pearl. I think she and Tatty were a thing at one time.
Everybody tried to make her a thing above table.
Kind of was a thing, you know
Everybody,
what?
including Tatty, because Tatty is part of everybody.
It kind of was a thing.
Well, are you going to answer me, Pearl, or are you just going to stand there looking like a mudball and not say anything?
It's a
Do I have
love-hate
to-
relationship because I tried to kill her.
Yeah.
Can I shoot her just a little bit?
Above
I'm not
table,
gonna-
I
not
don't
gonna
mind.
hurt her. I am not gonna hurt her.
Not yet, little gay.
What did she ask originally? I think I missed that.
She asked if the hunt was successful or not.
I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna answer her.
I'm going to answer. I'm going to step forward and say we are hunting the source now.
Care to explain what this source is?
It pissed us off so bad that now we're gonna go kill its mom too. Happy?
You said it pretty well, little buddy.
And you can guarantee that there won't be any more deaths by this creature in the meantime?
Yes.
No more than we can guarantee that there won't be any deaths by your group.
She kinda,
We guarantee you
She
that
kinda
we'll try
side-eyes
everything that we
you, Otis.
can.
and then looks at Silt. Then it's on you.
I'm gonna say, okay, we're
Listen,
working
what
on
the
it.
fuck isn't on
I
me? It's
wish
fine.
that we can guarantee more, but we're working on it. So I can say that we're gonna try what we can. We're working on it. And hopefully it all goes well. It'll be done soon enough and taken care of.
She kind of snobbily sticks her nose up and goes, just remember, deaths from lack of action are just as bad, if not worse, than deaths by intentional action. And she snaps her fingers and disappears.
Yes, bitch, we're aware. You know, this woman, your little girlfriend, pops out here. If she does this one more
Tattie's right
time,
here.
I might just
Daddy,
nip her.
your
I was
Pearl.
like, she ain't my girlfriend, homie. I was just about to
Somebody's
say,
girlfriend.
didn't we kick this bitch's
You
ass
tried
last time?
Didn't you meet her at the bar at some
Yeah,
point? Too?
she gets under my skin. That one.
She pisses me off a lot. And I don't want to promise anything to her or give her false expectations because then our throats is gonna be on her hands if we don't
Don't
do
worry.
that.
It's my throat now.
No one's throat. It's getting near her hands. Hit that woman.
So the five of
Ugh.
you are out. You are mudballs right now.
Oh, I'm working at this point as we've been here. I'm working on cleaning myself with that, whatever cantrip that is.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, I'm
I was
working
gonna
on.
say, if you're licking yourself, Otis would totally smack your hand and be like, "Bad silt."
Oh no, I'm just
God.
like,
Leave it.
That was
Leave
my
it.
first
eh,
thought. Is
eh.
we turn around and she's in the back. She's sitting there just licking herself.
Puss in Boots, back hind leg up over the ear. Just
Right? That is exactly what I was thinking. She just
Uh,
turns and looks at us and is like, "What?"
So, what are the 4 of you doing for the next hour?
Bathhouse.
Okay.
Forgot there's a bathhouse.
Yeah, probably should. I mean, there's an ocean that's nearby, right?
Yeah. It's like everywhere.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Odessa if he's going to talk to Poseidon now.
More of I'm going to go talk to him. Whether or not he's actually going to talk back to me is questionable.
And before Pan left, I would suggest maybe we decide on a place to meet up in a little while if we're all going different places. Because I've noticed that sometimes we're just like, I don't know. There's too many places to meet now.
I feel like you guys would have set a meeting place before you separated in the tunnels. So you
Yes.
would all know where to meet up.
I guess meet up at the bathhouse or the restaurant. We got to get some food.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The,
Nice,
the, the
comfortable.
bar downstairs or something.
Okay. So the 4 of you are going to go to the bathhouse, and then you'll all meet up at the Rusty Anchor at. I mean, you would know that it's early morning right now. I mean, when you guys get out of the tunnel, it's 2 a.m. So meet for breakfast.
Yeah, if it's 2 a.m., like I'm going to go do my thing and then probably go clean up. And if I do my thing for like an hour, let's say that's roughly about 3:30, I can go sleep for 4 hours, get all my stuff back. That'll be about 7. So yeah, breakfast.
So you guys crawl out at 2. 3 of you make your way to the bathhouse. Odes, you make your way to do your prayers.
Bathhouse be open that late?
Bart runs that bitch 24/7. Okay.
Okay.
Attaboy.
It may not be fully staffed in the middle of the night, but it's open.
Yeah. Just the ugly ones there at night.
Yeah. It's amateur. Amateur
It's
night
dark.
every
Nobody
night.
cares.
Every night.
Gallon and Taddy, I need you both. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Your thing first.
No, you go.
I was gonna say that if we're exploring the tunnels, I am marking the path,
Okay.
so I know how to get back to that den.
Fair enough. I need both of you to roll me survival checks as you navigate your way through the tunnels.
Is fine.
Beautiful. So you both walk for about an hour. Pop out at about 3 a.m. Taddy, you pop out. Little shack right at the edge of the horde and the burrows on the very northern end of the island there. And Gallon, you come up in the basement of an abandoned building near the market in the Shadowfey.
Oh, this is sweet. We'll start our own tollway underneath Haven.
I mean, above table, because Otis doesn't know this, it would be a great way for us to get around.
I'm gonna mark the abandoned building. I'm gonna make it 2 big circles, and then a giant gaping maw for the mouth. Like it looks like its face.
There.
Yeah. Just so that we'll know. I'm half tempted to go back in and go back. And go explore the other tunnels.
You can do whatever you want. It is 3 a.m. right now. You made plans to meet at the Rusty Anchor for breakfast at about 8. Not that there's clocks, but it's the easiest way to handle it. So. Taddy, Gallon, what are you guys up to? Your
You
meatballs are-
said that this all comes out right behind the horde, right?
So you're on the map.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's like right in the transition point between the burrows and the horde. So it's kind of like
Okay.
the gray area between those two burrows.
Okay. So I'm gonna meander over to the horde and look for guards. There's usually guards standing around there somewhere.
You would know that there are no guards. Well, are you looking for like members of the horde militia or like
Yeah.
members of the compound guards?
Like members who keep an eye on things.
Okay, because the compound
would-
doesn't operate in the horde. That's part of the agreement that they have with the horde. The horde self-operates in exchange for providing militia services for Haven.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the first guard I come across. If it's militia, it's militia then.
Okay, so
But
venturing.
I'm assuming this tunnel is next to something that is rememberable, like a building or something.
It's a little shack, no bigger than a shed.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
come out, you have to move a floorboard to get out. So it's like underneath the shack.
Okay. Perfect. That's fine. So I know it's a shack. I know what shack it is. That's fine.
Yeah, you wander into the horde. Eventually, you come across a 7+ foot tall human, very extremely muscular, standing
Okay.
what appears to be guard outside of some building.
All right. Hey, buddy.
He kind of scans left and right, and then looks down and goes, "Oh, what do you want?"
Yeah. Hey, there's a chink in your security system around the corner. I just thought I'd let somebody know. Y'all might want to keep an eye on this shack because it's got a tunnel leading all across town.
There's tunnels everywhere.
Yeah, but this one's right at your back door, bro.
I just protect this building. I don't give a shit otherwise.
Okay. Who would give a shit?
I don't fucking know. Your mom.
You're a fucking guard. Who the fuck do you answer to, dickhead?
I guard this building. Pipsqueak.
And who the fuck told you to do that?
Not you. Now beat it.
Okay. I'm not gonna deal with your ass today. I'm just gonna wander
Very
off
clear
and
what he has in muscles, he lacks in brain cells.
yeah.
Tried.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look for God. Not the militia, the other one.
The compound.
The compound.
Well, the Watchers, more specifically. Okay, so yeah, you head the other direction into the burrows.
No. It wasn't there the king or whatever of the horde. That's who I'm going to go see.
The I forgot the name. Holy fuck! How did I forget the name? I know I have that written down because that was like a
Throne Master.
shit.
Mhm.
Throneman.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since
Yeah.
we've.
So you don't know who the Throneman is right now, because the one you knew was assassinated.
Yeah, well, the throne man always had that big fancy tent, right? So
Yeah. Big one right
I
next to
assumed the
pit.
new guy moved in. So
Okay. So yeah, you head over there, and there's 2 guards standing out front, just like you remember.
all right. Hey, fellas. Hey, I talked to one of the militia members guarding some shack or some shit, and he's a dickhead. So I thought I'd come to you because this seems pretty fucking important. That y'all have a tunnel popped up on the backside of the Horde area. Like people could be coming in and out of there, and that's dangerous. Y'all want to, I don't know, have somebody keep an eye on that shack in case somebody decides to come through?
One of the guards, a gnome who is so ripped he can't put his arms down by his side, laughs like he just heard the funniest joke in the world. He goes, "No shit, he didn't give a fuck. The militia's not active. He doesn't get paid to fucking care. He's just doing his day job." But yeah, we'll look into it. Which hut is it?
Okay, and I give him the location.
That doesn't sound like it's in the Horde. I don't know if we'll care.
No, it's literally like in between you guys and the burrows, but it's at your back door, so.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep an eye on it, but if it's not actually in the Horde, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, smugglers be smuggling, man. Just saying.
Have you been to the Horde
Right.
before? That's how we do half of our business.
Yeah, you got something against smugglers all of a sudden, fucker?
Oh, no. I'm above table. I am trying to get somebody to keep an eye on it so we don't have to. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. Okay, well,
said
I
they'll keep
mean,
an eye
y'all,
on it.
yeah, y'all are aware of it. You're gonna keep an eye on it. That's just, hey, I did my duty. I let you know it was happening because I was here in the Horde for a while myself, and I know I know how things work around here, and I know how tight you guys like to keep things. So I'm out. Peace. Wave my hand and turn around and yonder back to. Oh. Probably the bathhouse, because I've been down in those tunnels too.
As you turn to walk away, you hear a voice call out from inside the tent. It goes, "You're so short, you need a step stool to tie your own shoes."
That sounds familiar.
And you find yourself on the ground, holding your stomach, laughing uncontrollably, unable to do anything. And a second later, it lets go, and you stand up and look back, and you see Kit standing at the door to the tent.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What's up, Pipsqueak?
The fuck are you doing? Where have you been?
I mean, I've been waiting
Last
for
time
you
we saw you,
guys.
you were flying off with something.
Oh, no, I fell off the ship, but I got picked up by a passing fishing vessel, and they brought me back here, and just living the fucking dream, I guess.
Well, shit. It's good to see you.
I've only been back for a couple days. They were out on a long haul.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit, Kit needs a long rest.
So you got yourself established here or something?
I'm kind of working on it. I've been doing gigs, slamming on the bass axe a little bit, but I don't know. I really think I'm gonna focus on my music for a while. I kind of how I paid my way for the Fisher's saving my life. I played for him every night and really just fell back in love with the music, and I think I'm gonna write for a while, you know,
Well, that's awesome.
and take care of my
Um,
brother.
sh-
Obviously, you know,
yeah. Oh,
still,
yeah, your brother.
still in
Awesome.
the academy. You know, he's studying under one of the greats, just like me. But yeah, you know, it's good stuff.
That is awesome. Well, we're kind of all around town now, but if you ever need to get a hold of us, you can drop us a line at the Rusty Anchor, and if we need to get a hold of you, you'll be here.
I'll be around. You know, I'm trying to get some gigs lined up at the Rusty Anchor, so I'll probably see you there more often than not.
All right. Well, yeah, sure. I'm sure the Rusty Anchor would love to have you as a musician there. So, I'll let the rest of the crew know I ran into you. But speaking of, they're probably wondering where the fuck I'm at, like always. So,
Oh yeah, don't let me keep you. Just keep your eyes out for Riff and Kiff.
Riff and Kiff.
And she kind of does like finger guns, like pew pew.
Okay.
And she'll say goodbyes and goodnights and go back in the tent.
All right. I'm out.
And you're
I'm not
heading
going to bother moving me, but you know I'm heading to the quickest route to the bathhouse.
Yep, you're there. Everybody's soaking. Gallon, what about you?
I am heading back to the bathhouse as well.
Awesome sauce. You will all meet up. Odes, give me your prayer roll.
Prayer roll coming right up. 32.
Do you have a specific prayer or message you're gonna say to Poseidon?
Basically, it would be like I would be reaching out to him about all the information that we have and seeing if he has a response or can help us with any of that. It's more of, it's not quite like what you would think of like as being like a formal prayer. It's more of it's the prayer where he's actually talking to Poseidon to see if he gets a response. But the one thing that he would do is he would be in the water at the time that this is going on.
Okay. After you pray, you're going back to the bathhouse, right?
Sorry, I was muted. Holy crap. I think we were meeting up for what, breakfast, right?
Yeah.
At 8, yeah. It's like... Well, I mean, this was you praying, so this is back at 2 a.m.
So I'm assuming I would sit in prayer for maybe, say, an hour and then go to the bathhouse and see if I can find somewhere to sleep until breakfast.
Okay.
Or meditate, rather.
So you are going to get a response. I have to type it out, but you're all at the bathhouse. If there's any conversation you want to have before you do breakfast or whatever else you're going to do for the day.
Do not start off by asking me if I had any contact because I have not gotten a response yet. Katie, looking at you.
I'm not even paying attention.
Gal's main priority is to take the longest, deepest bath as possible. Get
Ooh,
all the mud out.
I'm gonna get like a perfumed soak for Grand Tempest.
You
my
Big
God.
splurge on the demon whip.
The second you dip
I'm a
them in,
demon.
you start hearing just choking and gagging noises in your head. Just nonstop. Just make it stop.
What the hell, bro? Try to do something nice for you. Fine.
Just seawater.
All right.
Anybody else got anything else while you guys are in the bathhouse?
Nope. Pan's just splashing around with his little floaties on his arms.
Sir Waddle's doing backstrokes.
Yep.
With a little, like, water fountain spigot out of his mouth.
Obviously.
Gal's using hers as like that floating spa that you can go experience where you're just like floating and just you can pass out if you want to.
Oh, like the... oh, what are those? The sensory deprivation? Pills?
Yes. Yes.
Right on. Okay. Well, with that, bathhouse, say done. You're all together. I'm gonna give you guys all a long rest.
Yeah.
And then put you at the Rusty Anchor at... we're gonna say 9 a.m. And you're eating breakfast, so mark off whatever coin for breakfast.
How much is breakfast again?
Food is 2.
Gold or
Drinks are
silver?
2, food is 3.
Silver.
Yeah, so five silver for food and drink.
I'm
Take a
broke.
Bloody Mary and something. Like one of those Bloody Marys with like all the shrimp and the food in it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
A main
Breakfast of
Bloody
champions.
Mary.
Yeah, like something you'd get out of like you'd get on Mardi Gras and probably pay about $50 for.
Sounds about right.
Excuse me. Okay. Anybody got anything else for breakfast time?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I would just tell him where my tunnel popped up.
Yeah, that was my game plan, was to talk about the tunnel, but not until not until breakfast.
That's when I would bring up that in the future, once we solve this problem, we should use the tunnels.
Oh, that's too much, but yeah.
Well, fix them up a little bit first.
Hell yeah,
So
with
they're
the
not
mini
mud
sliders
holes.
and the onion rings.
No,
think-
that's a little too much for my liking.
It's a little lacking on the Bloody Mary, though.
Yeah, it's
That's like a
I'm
16
having-
ounce, or you need like a 24 ounce
Oh
for how
my.
much food came with that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's fair.
It looks good.
I'll take it with the little shrimp and a little olive and call it a day with that.
I make a mean spicy bloody, though.
I love
That
a good
you
Bloody
do.
Mary.
But alright. Well, I'm finishing up the convo with Odes, which he'll retcon with anybody should he choose to. But it is, 9:30. You guys have had breakfast. You're all well rested and clean. What are y'all up to for the day?
I'm just having breakfast.
You mean second breakfast?
Something like that.
I mean, I guess I'd like to pin down specifics for plans for travel itinerary while we're all
Yeah.
sitting here.
Sounds good.
But I mean that I know that you need to finish up your conversation with Brad.
I'm gonna fill everybody in as soon as I'm done having the conversation.
Okay.
But what are we doing? Just for retcon's sake, let's say you guys are all privy to the information.
Travel itinerary details.
Well, you know where I'm gonna go with that one.
Yep, and I agree with you.
On that. Which I suppose it's time that maybe we bring the others in on that also. Because that may help them in the long run.
Yeah.
Which tell you what, I gotta send this message to the DM. Will you fill them in real quick on that?
Yep. So Poseidon has let Odess know that there are Cyclops to the east that we need on our side that will take some special kind of convincing, but would be great allies.
I would like to clarify, above table you know they're Cyclops. In game you just know they are very large one-eyed creatures that are children.
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Poseidon.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but I just wanted to. So I don't think there's much more to it than that. Like we gotta go recruit these guys, and it's not going to be easy. But if we are gonna face and take down Mother, we might want some of these guys with us first on our side.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Okay, now I'm back in the conflict. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know exactly how these guys are going to help us. However, they're big as fuck. And that's all I'm going to say. Like, extremely big. So,
Not a bad idea. I have the very bad feeling that this Mother is probably on Cthulhu's Christmas card list for some reason.
I mean, fair. I mean, as of right now, who really are our allies in the grand scheme of things?
Our crew?
I mean, our crew and Silt's family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. I mean, and he would lean in. Is there anybody in this?
People kind of come and go for breakfast. Nobody's staying longer than maybe 5 minutes. You can tell it's people like on their way to work. They just came in to eat, get a quick stiff drink, and go. They're not trying to listen or talk or anything. But there are people around.
Okay. Well, we have a couple more allies. I just can't talk about them right now. Not that they would really play a big role in anything, but I can tell you guys about them later when less chance of others hearing. Anyways, as Silta was saying, my vote is that we travel east. Regardless, we're going to have to check out that area. We might as well go as far east as we can, deal with that, and start working our way back.
Past the.
When do we want to start doing this?
I mean, as soon as possible, which I don't think. Looking at you, Silt, do we need any retrofits to the ship or anything, or?
Ooh,
I mean, I don't.
I mean, more.
We did a bunch of retrofits, I thought, and we haven't gone out since we did them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If we want more ammo or firepower or anything, like, it wouldn't hurt, I guess, to have more now than later if we have the money for it.
So you can get ammo immediately. Weaponry, like the firing systems will take time
Right.
to install.
Yeah.
But I
So
think didn't we already have a mangonel installed, a ballista installed,
1 cannon, 1 mangonel, and 4 ballistas.
and 4 ballistas?
Yep. You
On-
I mean-
also upgraded the sails, so you sail a little bit quicker.
Did we upgrade the hull?
You reinforce the hull, so it's
Oh, good.
stronger, so your ship has more hit points. And then the rest of it was cosmetic. More. Oh, you got the pulley put on and put in the captain's quarters.
Well, and
Okay.
we got
So-
the captain's cabin for a place to lock me up when.
Slowly start
When
adding
that
rooms
happens.
to the ship. But I mean, I think aside from maybe making sure that we have food, which I think we have food.
I'm looking
Yeah.
right now. You've got 60 gallons of water. You've still got 70 pounds of shark jerky on board the ship.
And crickets.
A shit ton of crickets. You've got 4 empty barrels, 5 empty crates. Those got used or went bad by now. 3 spare sails, 30 pieces of lumber, 300 feet of rope, 2 crates of rations, so that's 60 days of rations. On top of the 70 pounds of shark jerky. Which is a
Okay.
shit ton of... I don't know if you've seen a pound of jerky, but it's a lot.
And the jerky's a lot of jerky.
I stand
No.
corrected. You actually have 5 barrels of water, which comes out to 150 gallons of fresh water.
Which I'm not too worried about that because we can fix that.
12 mangonel rocks, 30 ballista bolts, 500 feet of chain, 10 hammocks, Odessa's Jack Shack tarp, and fishing supplies.
What was the ammo again?
30 ballista bolts and 12 mangonel rocks.
What were we doing for the cannon?
I don't know. You didn't get anything.
Oh, you better get something for the cannon, because that's.
Unless
you
it's
should-
listed elsewhere. Give me just a second here. You also have navigator and carpenter's tools. Spyglass.
I mean, we got our smithy,
No,
so
you didn't buy any cannonballs or anything, so
how much are cannonballs?
give me a second to look. Just kind of consolidating this list. You've actually got 50 ballista bolts.
That's a lot of ballista. We don't have any crew to operate this ship, right? It's just us. The rest of the crew went
Us.
with.
So you have B and the one chick.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all
what was
we
her
need.
name?
Hands girl.
Yeah, I got her here.
Yas is her name.
Yes.
Yeah, Yath Queen.
But it's pronounced yes.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Cannonballs cost. Give me a second. I am having issues finding it.
All I know is I have a couple of things I need to drop off at the other place before we head out. Just make sure I have some room.
150
And I would-
per cannonball, 150 gold.
How much metal would it cost to make a cannonball?
£60 of metal per ball.
Fuck, that's a heavy ass ball.
Cannonballs are fucking heavy.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like grape shot here.
Does anybody have like a make biggerify spell that we could use on something smaller? All it has to do is do the damage.
I don't. However,
Yes.
somebody who does
I do, but it's only good for one.
when use
Yep.
per day or just
Per
period.
day.
Well,
Yeah, but
I mean,
isn't the shrink and large spell like a second level spell?
It's a
It
neat for
is-
Caddy because he's a fairy.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, who? Okay, well, we got that. I mean, we could definitely use that later, I guess. Who gets that spell above table?
I think you. And maybe Gallon.
I get it.
Class-wise, I think so.
Because that's gonna change the ball game a whole lot.
Oh, that's Legacy. I need 2024. Bards, Druids, Sorcerers, and Wizards.
Okay,
Ooh.
so
I could get it if I kept going with
At,
sorcerer.
at level 2 spells, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, and the problem is, does this even work? Because it says when a creature is enlarged or is.
Well, okay. Hear me out.
A creature or an
If-
object you
or
can
an
see
Or an
within
object.
range.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like aquatic isopods are kind of round.
What's the 30 foot? So if we were firing that point blank, technically that enlarge could be cast on the cannonball just before it hits so that it becomes a giant metal boulder.
Ooh.
I mean, there's that. I also have another idea, thanks to our wonderful DM. I think he might know where I'm going with this.
Possibly.
Um,
It's possibly the thing that I've been talking to Pam about for the last 2 weeks.
then I'll shut up about it then.
No, I mention it.
Are these
Why-
explosive
Why
cannonballs?
can't we get Jeremy, why can't you make an enlarge reduce ring?
I can on 10th level.
Oh, it's a 10th level spell?
At 10th level, I can start producing magical items of common and uncommon, and it's half the cost and a quarter of the time.
I didn't think it was 10th level that we could do that.
Well, I don't know if that's one of those. I don't know if that's one I could use. I could make out of.
I have
Is
to
it
read
like
up on it because I know that we can start making magical weapons at some point. I
So-
just don't want to ruin the next hour of gameplay trying to find that rule.
We glanced at the rules. It was months ago, real world now. Because there's something in the
Yeah.
new 2024 handbook about crafting magical items. And we glanced at it. I hadn't done further research.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of look at it while we're talking, but
Yeah,
I mean,
kinda looking it up.
that's an option for down the line, first off. We're obviously not going to be able to afford, I can't afford cannonballs. So kind of up to
How
you
much
guys.
are they?
150 gold.
150?
150 a shot?
150 a shot?
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Okay. Can we make do with, I don't know, 5 of them? 10 of them? I mean, are we really going to go through 5 or 10 of them?
I mean, you
Well,
never
it could
know.
be our. It could be our. This is our. Very much in reserve. Oh shit, gun.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, that would be our oh shit, God.
All right, so you want 5 or 10 of them? Come
I'll,
on, spit it out.
I'll leave it up to the captain. I mean, my thought is more the better, but I mean, maybe 5 of them is good enough
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, we'll do like small letters. Oh shit, not caps. Oh shit at this point maybe.
So you're doing 5.
Hashtag
All right.
okay.
5 of them. So 150 times 5, what, 750?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
All right. That's fine. I got it.
Above table,
Thank you, Patty.
particularly for you, Becca, because I know you're a new player and I noticed you have one. You all just took a long rest, so if you have a magical item you wanted to attune to, go through your inventory and check the little attune box.
Wait, who are you talking to? Me?
Particularly right now I'm talking to Becca, because she has an item she could attune to if she wanted to. But it's a general reminder for everybody.
Baby, do you know which one you're looking at?
Are you referring to the Stone of Good Luck?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You just check that little box to the right of it.
Okay.
And then,
Done.
being attuned to that now, you just need to remember you can call on it to reroll 1 ability check, saving throw, or attack roll per day. So it
perfect.
resets at dawn. It gives you a free luck roll, basically. Or a free reroll once per day.
Also, is Jacob cutting out for anybody else?
He is cutting out
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay, I just wanted to
here.
double check.
I will shut my camera off and hopefully it helps.
It's all good. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I got the gist though. Click the box, read the description, make sure I know what I'm doing with it.
Yep.
Yep. Perfect, thank you.
Oh, by the way, while we're all here, fuck, I almost forgot. Shit, sorry guys. I ran into Kit.
Oh. What is she up to?
I knew she was okay.
I mean, 7 foot. Wait, I think she was 7 foot tall. Fuck, she's a tall one. I don't remember what she's up to. Fuck. But yeah, she made her way back to town, and she's hanging out in the Horde, playing her music. She says she's going to try and come and play some music at the Rusty Anchor.
Interesting.
So, if we ever need to get a hold of her, we know where she's at. And she's still talking with her brother and whatnot, as I look at Silt. So, I know you guys had something going on with her brother or something. Fuck, I don't remember. But
Yeah, well, I'm worried because he's under the tutelage of the guy that threw us in.
well, you got an in if you need to get a hold of him, because she's here in town. So, yeah, and so, and like I said earlier, when we got together, I would relay all the information about the tunnel too. So, I talked the Horde into keeping an eye on it for us.
Nice.
I mean, they're probably going to do a sloppy ass job about it, knowing them. But I mean, hey, it's better than us having to, keep an eye on it. Speaking of keeping eyes on things, don't we have like a couple crews running around here? Above table, the secondary characters, and then aren't there like got people on the ship too?
I believe
Or
you
are
guys sent the Golden Year out on another job already.
Yeah, but do our secondary characters go with the Golden Crew, or? Oh, okay. I would just. Okay, never mind. I was kind of thinking if we had like some spare guys hanging out that didn't go with the Golden Crew, that maybe they could keep an eye on tunnels for us, in case he wakes up early. I mean, I don't know how they would tell us about it, but
Yeah, I don't know either. Well.
But anyways, there's all that information, dude. We can figure out any other details we want with whatever. I don't know, but I got all mine out, so
All right. Well, so what do we need to finish up checklist wise to get us out to sea? We bought the cannonballs. Do we need anything else?
you got food.
And you got your portable forge, right?
Yes.
So we're good on that.
Pearl still lives off of blood, right? She's got vials that she can fill.
Yeah, but remember they're only good for so long.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I look at Gal. We got a supply for her.
Gal's just gonna like roll her eyes at Tatty.
I
Little
mean,
blood bank.
it's what we do every. It's what you did every time we went out. So I just assumed you were going to keep doing it.
Do we need more healing salves?
How many do I have, if any?
I mean, I got a couple.
Okay, so
I
I
have,
have
you know what I
have an answer on crafting magical items.
You're
Jared-
breaking up.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Answer on crafting magical items. That's all I caught.
I have an answer on crafting magical items. In order to craft it, you must be proficient with the Arcana skill. That's number one.
Wait,
You're
wait, wait,
breaking
wait.
up.
Hold on.
yeah, you're
We
breaking
got
up.
proficient in what? Start from proficient.
You have to be
Proficient
proficient.
in the Arcana skill.
Okay.
Okay.
I am.
So at least one person who's working on it needs to have proficiency in Arcana at all times.
Okay.
If you're doing a ring, you will also need proficiency with jeweler's tools, as well as having jeweler's tools.
Okay.
Okay. For the enlarge spell, one person working on the ring at all times needs to have that spell and be able to cast it. And then it is going to be an uncommon magical item, so it will take 10 days to craft it. You have to work on it for 8 hours each of those 10 days, but the 10 days do not have to be consecutive. So you can do like a day now, a day a week from now, and when you get to day 10, you finish it. But you have to work 8 hours out of each of those days.
That
So-
sounds like a great way to spend some sailing time.
And the,
Yep.
the total cost for this item will be 200 gold. And that includes material
yeah.
costs.
So what you're saying is I got to spend 10 days with Pan making this thing? Is that what you're telling me?
So it does say if multiple people work on it simultaneously, it decreases the crafting time. So if 4 people are working on it for one day, that's 8 hours per person. So that covers
Oh shit.
32 hours of crafting, which is a little, it's like a day and a half. Something like that. An extra 16 hours. So
Yeah, and technically after a long rest, I can change so I have that spell too.
yeah, whatever, as long as it's within the limits of your class.
I checked
Okay.
and it is.
Perfect.
Okay. So
And if
we
you
just
want to do anything else, you just have to ask me. I look at this chart and I'll tell you how long it'll take, how much it'll cost, etc. Any other requirements, like tool requirements or anything.
I mean, if you can change out your spells and you can get it yourself, then you don't need me. Hey.
so really all we need to do is go get tools. I mean, we got spoiled while we were here in Haven because we had the workbench, but we're not taking the workbench with us. So
one of you has the proficiency with jeweler's tools, though.
I do not.
Pan should, because it's.
Pan,
He
do
should
you
be
have
able to
it?
use any tool, can he?
Trying to look up exactly how that.
I think it's once per day you can pick a tool to be proficient with. You can generate the tool and you gain proficiency in that tool until you do it again the next day. I think that's how it works.
Right. It's something in your abilities. Relating to tools.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's got the ability to at least have the proficiency in that tool set should we need it.
Pretty sure.
Because I have proficiency in smithing tools and calligrapher's supplies. So that helps with that.
So yeah, Pan, your right tool for the job. You can magically create one set of artisan's tools in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. Creation requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work, which can coincide with a short or long rest. Though they vanish when you use the feature again. So no, it doesn't give you proficiency in it. That doesn't. I thought you had something.
The right tool for the right job is at level 3 for artificers.
Yeah, but it doesn't give him proficiency. It just lets him create the tool.
You've learned how to produce exactly the tool you need. Oh.
Yeah. And so you'll need somebody proficient in both jeweler's tools and arcana working simultaneously. But that'll cut the crafting time in half. Because if 2 people are working on it for 5 days straight, it'll be done at the end of that 5th day.
So it sounds like, Pan, we have a whole bunch of time to learn how to do this. If neither of us are proficient in these things. Right?
Yeah, what does it take to become proficient in a tool?
Time or training?
How many tools is he currently proficient with?
3.
Can you only be proficient with a certain amount of tools?
Well, according to his 3rd level tool proficiency, he gets one specific one, but he gets one of his choice.
He's got 3
I'm just wondering.
currently.
Okay, well,
How long does it take with training versus how long does it take without?
So if you're using a tool regularly, it's at my discretion. If you're training, it'll be very similar to when you guys visited the Air Nomads and the blacksmith taught Odes and whoever it was how to use blacksmithing tools. And
which I think that took like 3 days, right?
yeah, it was
Something
like 3 days, and I think initially it was going to give you half proficiency, because Kit was the other half, and then I ended up giving you the full proficiency because it was it turned from a 2 students to a 1 student scenario. So
okay, what about?
It depends. It's at my discretion, really.
So let's find a jeweler here in town to train the short dude.
I mean, yeah, we could try to do that.
I mean, Pan seems like the guy that likes to learn things, so.
I mean,
especially if he can tinker with it.
I'm down for that. I mean, it just really is going to depend on how long it's going to take us to do it.
Brad, this is very much reminding me of pre-deployment movement when they send all the soldiers out to the different schools, so everybody's got different specialties before you ship overseas for a year.
Guess what, fucker? You're going to crow school.
Yeah,
I'll
you know
never
what?
use
Like,
that shit.
if one of you is going to learn how to use jeweler's tools, maybe we all take the opportunity to go learn something for 3 days.
Would
That's
that
not a bad
probably
idea.
be a smart
So
idea.
3 days is how long it took Odess. It could take longer.
Well, I mean, then we all learn half or a quarter or however long it takes to teach the jeweler to learn some stuff.
So let me check my notes, because that will change here in 2 levels, just so that we're aware. But it's not a bad idea for us to go find something for each of us to be good in.
Nice list of shit that we can get good in.
Okay. So for my workshop, when we come back to Haven, once we're level 9, I can have my minions craft something that's magical. But I have to wait till level 9, and I have they have proficiency in jeweler, carpenter, glass weaver, leather, and potter. So I mean, that's when we're level 9. Not going to help us now, but something to think about. In the meantime,
How many guys?
somebody should
Otis, how many guys do you have?
for the hirelings in
Yeah.
that one. It says 3.
3.
Yeah.
So in 2.5 days, them and Pan could just make the ring, as opposed to potentially spending a week learning how to be proficient with tools, and then doing it while you're on the water.
So you would allow that because it says that it has to be level 9 or up.
If it's just them, you'd have to be level 9 and up. But since they're helping, I would allow it. But Pan, what did you say? You were kind of low there.
I wanted to learn how to use.
Oh, by all means, I'm just putting it out there.
Well,
painting a
Pan,
picture.
let's do this. Why don't you go work with my little minions for however long DM said it was? I will go find somebody to learn how to use jeweler's tools. I'll go work on that while you make that, and then we'll trade off. While we're sailing, I can teach you whatever I've learned. How's that sound?
Will that work?
I can't guarantee that Odess will learn anything in 3 days, 2.5 days with a jeweler, but if he does learn anything, then he would be able to teach what he learned you.
I mean, I think it's at least worthwhile. Because here's my thought. If you get the enlarge reduce spell, you make it big enough to put it on the cannon. Right? And then I'm assuming whenever we shoot through that, depending on how the ring works, you might be able to fire a big ass object at it. If that makes sense.
Wait, okay. So are you wanting us to make a ring of enlarge reduce, or are you wanting us to make a cannon of enlarge reduce?
No, a ring that you put on the tip of the cannon.
See,
Think of it as being
going a different direction. I was thinking like a ring for your finger, and it's going on Pearl's gun. That's why the cost was only 200 gold. If you want to put a ring on the cannon, it's going to cost more.
Well, I mean, how much more are we talking?
Like an extra 1,000 gold. It'll put you at 1,200.
It's an option. I mean, do we have enough that we could each pitch in and get 1,200?
I have like 150 gold.
I mean, I have a little bit I could pitch in, but
I have right now 92 gold.
sounds like the answer
Very
to this
broke.
is going to be no.
I have 744 gold.
What are we trying to do?
Make a ring for enlarge, reduce, and put it on the cannon.
How much?
He wants. He said
1,200.
1,200.
Get it done.
So it'll be
Is
1,200
Daddy
gold for
Warbucks
that.
gonna finance this?
If you wanted to make the regular ring to fit to Pearl's gun, same thing, an additional 200 gold. So that'd make it 5 days total to make both rings, which would give Odes more time to learn jewelry skills.
I will fucking Pam. Do you want it? Because I will give the 200 gold right now. Give you a fucking big ass boomstick to start putting some holes in some shit, so I don't have to keep burning spell slots.
I think you mean Pearl. It sounded like you said
Pearl.
Pan.
Yeah. No, Pam is what I
Oh,
said.
sorry,
But I
sorry.
meant Pearl. Sorry, I should use your character's name. That's probably easier.
Yeah.
But Pearl, if you want it, I will give the 200 gold right now to have that upgrade done.
That'd be
'Cause I
great
think-
because I think we can use that.
All right. So I'll give the 200. Only if Tabby's cool with doing the other one. I
I've
think
already
that'll
taken
help.
the money off for the other one, so.
Okay. And I'm taking the money off right now. So that's what I have, and then I need to go get some jeweler's tools and try to find someone who can teach me how to use jeweler's tools.
And just a heads up right now, the rings are going to be shaped like snarling dragons' mouths, okay?
Nice.
Do you, boo boo?
They're not going to be penguins?
These aren't my weapons.
Can you make the one for the ship like a stormy ring?
A stormy ring?
Yeah. Like make it look like thunderbolts, lightning bolts.
As long as
Just-
it has a little dragon there too.
Say what?
Our flag has a dragon.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was thinking more of like Poseidon might give us a little bit of a blessing if we kind of give him a little homage.
You're pushing it.
Dragon and thundery.
Okay. So
No.
Pan is going to head off and work with the hirelings for a couple of days. 5 days to be specific. Odes, you have no issues finding a jeweler up here in the burrows. It's going to cost you 25 gold to get your own set of jeweler's tools. Go ahead and mark
I lost you. You broke up.
25 gold for jeweler's tools. Go ahead and mark that off, and I will put it in your inventory.
All right, marked off.
And no issues finding somebody willing to let you watch and ask questions. And I've already got a system set up to try and get you taught in 5 days. We'll see how you do on that. What's everyone else doing for 5 days?
Well,
I'll pick a skill.
how about does herbalism can craft potions of healing with that?
Say that one more time.
Which one?
The herbalism kit?
Yeah, so if you're proficient with
Tools.
herbalism kits, you can craft healing potions. It's in the player's handbook, which I don't have pulled up right now.
I would maybe like to go learn from somebody how to be proficient in that. 'Cause I seem to get killed a lot, so
I'm pulling it up right now, DM.
It's in the player's handbook under the crafting
Yeah, I got it.
section.
Oh, that's legacy. Never mind. It's under crafting.
Yeah, crafting equipment. I got it right here. If you're proficient with an herbalism kit, you can create a potion of healing, requiring it uses the kit and 25 gold of raw materials over the course of 8 hours of work. So
You broke up.
if you're proficient with an herbalism kit, you can craft a healing potion. It uses the kit and 8 hours of work.
it uses the kit up.
Yes.
Yeah. Which didn't I have a whole bunch of? What did I have? Oh, healer's kit.
Healer's
I gave a whole
kits,
bunch
yeah,
of
those are
healer's
different.
kits out.
But you wanted to learn the herbalism kit, Silt?
Yeah, that seems wise to have a source of. I mean, the kits themselves can't be.
They're
Don't we all have
They're
a
like 5
healer's
gold
kit
apiece.
because of Odessa and his garden or something?
No,
Me
those.
too.
Oh, we have healers kits, but they don't actually heal. They just
Those are-
stabilize
They stabilize, yeah.
Yeah.
without needing a medicine check.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Skills, trips, journeys?
Yes. I have 2 things I need to do. One, I have 5 potions. I don't know what they do.
Drink them
They're
inside
the
here.
iron root potions.
I think Pan might be able to identify stuff for you.
And
Maybe. I don't know if he can or not.
Well, you know an apothecarian.
Oh, we do. We can go see my girl, Lena.
I mean, that's who I was planning on going to if no one else could do it. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to the apothecary.
Just tell her Otis sent you.
Trust me, she's very aware of who we are.
And give her a wink for me.
No, you can do that yourself.
No.
Give her the one eye wink.
Nope. Not doing that either. I'll just tell her you send her your best wishes. So I'm gonna do that, and then while I'm up there, I'm gonna go find this tunnel that Taddy found, and I'm gonna go back in and explore the tunnels.
Okay.
Try and map them all out.
So you head up to Lena, talk to her about those poisons, or not poisons, the potions. They are not potions. They are oil.
Even though it says oh, weird.
They're like keep his joints moving oil.
Just like sewing machine oil.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
You know, it's not like your traditional oil flask. It's like a keep his hinges going good.
Okay, just double checking because that's what it said in my notes, so I had to know what they were.
No, I know they look like
Okay.
potions, but
Gotcha.
he's a construct, so it's a little different for him.
It's WD-40. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then you're gonna
Sure, it'll
map
come in
out.
handy for something.
You were gonna map tunnels.
Or waddles.
I am, and I'm talking like the same thing I did with my tunnel, which I'm gonna mark it, and then once I get back to like that main hidey hole, or remote, like somewhat close, I'm gonna mark it so that we know where it's going.
Gotcha. Over 5 days, we're gonna say you got a pretty decent map going. I obviously don't have one made, but you've annotated a number of surface entries. And other than that, it's just other than that one spot that he called his nest, it's just tunnels. And the entire 5 days you were down there, you didn't run into him or anything else.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
What about you, Pearl? Pamela.
Give me a second. I'm taking a sip of water.
That spicy burrito getting to you, huh?
What?
That spicy burrito getting to you.
Something like that. I'm broke, so I have really nothing to spend money on, and I don't want to.
Well, everyone
I'm just
else
gonna-
kind of went off and looked for somebody to train them in a skill. You're already proficient with navigator and tinkerer tools, but was there some other type of crafting tool that interested you or skill that interested you?
You're breaking up.
Pearl, we could use a weaver.
Okay, I can learn that.
I would think. I'm trying to look up weaver's tools right now.
Jeremy, you have to unlock your character sheet now. It's at the top right corner. It's a little blue button with a lock in it, and then you can swap out your spells.
Yep, I figured that out finally. I realized I had like way too many spells. I should only
Gotcha.
have 7 at one time.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, and had a couple doubles. So
all good, all good. So Pearl, you were gonna do Weaver's tools.
Weaver's tools, yeah.
Here you go, Pearl. Here's the. This is what you can do with it.
Perfect.
And I would venture to say you'd be able to fix and make sails as well, given the world we're in.
Oh hell yeah!
That's
Beautiful.
kind of what I was thinking.
It'd be
That's
a
a
little
great
bit
thing
harder
for a
of a
pirate to
DC,
do.
but yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So I'm assuming you're all gonna buy a kit. So Pearl, take 1 gold off. Odes, we already did yours. Silt, yours is gonna.
How much?
Silt, yours is 5 gold.
Can I get a couple of them so that I have them?
Yeah, however many you want. How many do you want?
5.
Okay, so 5 gold each. And they're already in your inventory.
Okay.
Taddy, yours are going to be 5 gold as well.
What's Taddy learning?
It's a secret. Otherwise, he would have said it out loud.
I like secrets.
I put it in your inventory. Oh, you already had one.
Yeah.
So you have another one now. 5
Okay.
gold for each one you want, and then adjust your count.
What?
DM.
No, the one I put in I already had.
Yeah, I just gave you another one. So if you didn't want that, change it back to 1. But if you do want it,
Okay.
or more, just 5 gold each.
I mean, I don't think they get used and they're not consumed, so I don't need
These
more than
ones are not, no.
one. Yeah. So I'll just stick with the one I got.
Okay. Alrighty. So that takes care of that. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. For Odes, Silt. Yeah, go ahead.
Brad wants me to say he wants to buy a Weaver's kit.
Okay.
He had to go take the dog out.
Tell Brad to take a gold off whenever he gets back.
Okay.
I also gave Odessa 25 gold to pick up a second jeweler's kit for me.
Okay.
And I took that off.
I will put that in your inventory. He gave it to you. Okay. So, here, planning on 5 days, here is the system I have. To become fully proficient in your chosen skill in 5 days, you need to roll 3 16s or higher in your specific skill. And I will tell you what your skills are here in a second. So it's 3 out of 5. To become half proficient, you need to roll a 13 or higher. And if you roll a 12 or lower 3 times, you don't gain any proficiency. Okay?
Do we get the bonus from our stats that goes along with said?
It will be a straight ability check. So if your ability has a modifier to it, you will get that ability modifier. So like if I say it's a con check and you have a 16 constitution, it's whatever you roll plus 3 is your result. And your result needs to be higher than a 16 3 times to get full proficiency.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's the final result, not what's on the die. Okay. Odessa, are you back yet?
He's getting back right now.
Okay.
Yep. He just needs 1 second. You said it was 1 gold for the Weaver's kit?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So Pearl, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so your skill is going to be dexterity. Don't roll it yet. Whenever I'm going to have you guys all roll at once, and we'll do this one day at a time so that I can check off boxes and keep track. But when I tell you to roll, yours will be dexterity.
Mhm.
For Silt, Odess, and Taddy, your skill is going to be intelligence. All right. So when everybody's ready, go ahead and do your first roll.
I'm gonna use lucky so I can roll at advantage.
I'm gonna say no because this is
Okay.
over the course of a day, so guidance and luck will not apply.
Fair.
I'm sorry. We had a little emergency with the pup.
Okay. So you're gonna roll an intelligence check for me every time I ask.
Okay. Do you need one from me right now?
Yep, right now. Pearl, go ahead with your dex check.
Why is mine not showing when I do it?
Are you double clicking it?
So
Let's try again. Why is it not doing it? No, I'm frozen. Oh, hold on.
Okay. 12.
um,
Okay. So that's the first day. Everyone go ahead and roll again for the second day.
so hold on. Yeah.
There we go.
We're all kind of breaking up, or is it just me?
I think it's everyone.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not- Yeah.
I'm sorry, DM. I'm switching out one of my spells real quick, and I am going to switch it out with enhance ability for the second day.
Okay.
Let me switch that out for you real quick. And then I will cast that on myself for training, which should give me advantage on intelligence.
Okay. Yep, so just roll with advantage. And Pearl, your dex check.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've been trying. So everything's so slow.
Dude, I've been wanting to use this ability forever.
Pearl, do you want to roll it from this end?
It's
Oh.
not that it's not.
There's a little blue dice next to your dexterity now.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
Because no, I was doing it the other way, but it was just
No,
kind of
that's
freezing.
they changed it, so you just click that little blue die now.
Yeah, that made it easy. Thank you. Oh.
Okay. Day 3, everyone go ahead and roll again. Okay, day 4, go ahead. And last day. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Alright. So unfortunately, Silt and Tatty, you guys did not get any proficiency. Odess, you will get half proficiency with Jeweler's Tools, and Pearl will come strutting into the Chapel Bastion with this super finely weaved cape, like a captain's cape. She's, look what I made this afternoon, guys.
That's funny.
And I will get those put. Ooh, that needs to stay Dex. Half proficiency. Intelligence. And Weaver's Tools. Full proficiency, dexterity. Alright. Good to go there. The rings are also done. Which I will have to make them using the little forge thing. But they will be attached appropriately to their respected items. And with 15 minutes left in the section, since it took 5 days to do that, it is Bastion Day.
Wheat.
So, if we want to do that, I think that'd be a good way to finish off the session, get through what we can at least.
Yeah. I know mine's gonna be easy.
Okay, well, you go first then, Otis.
Okay, so let me look at my notes here. I don't have to worry about my workshop because they've been working with Pan. Right?
For this
I
week, yes. So they wouldn't have
I
done
understand
anything.
that. Okay. And then for my garden, they would have been harvesting, which I believe gives me the...
You've got them set to herbs.
Yes.
So either
So
10 healer's kits or 1 potion of healing.
We'll go with a potion of healing. I feel like that's going to be more beneficial to us.
Okay.
Right now.
It is on your sheet.
Thank you.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I can.
All right.
So basically my garden is just gonna make a crap load of food, which I guess I'll just load that onto the boat.
Okay, so an extra 100 days worth of rations on the ship.
And then
So that'll put you guys at, I think, 160 rations.
I was gonna say we got a lot of food.
We got food. We good.
Okay. And then what was your second one?
The second one is my arcane study. Um,
So they could have crafted either a blank book or an arcane focus.
so I guess I would have had them make me an arcane study charm.
So that's just from you resting in there. So you'd get, if you spent a night in there, a long rest in there, you'd get that no matter what. But the craft for the 7 days on the Bastion, your hirelings would have either made you an arcane focus or a book. So you get the study charm no matter what there.
So online here it's saying they can craft a magic item if I'm 9 plus.
Yeah,
level.
when
Okay,
you're level 9
yeah,
plus.
Okay, didn't see that part. I guess I'll just have them make another book. I don't know what else to really have them do till I hit 9th level.
Okay. Book is in your inventory.
And then they can finally make me a pipe of smoke monsters.
There you go. So that'll wrap it up for you then. Who wants to go next?
I can.
All right, Miss Pearl, what you got?
I need to pick up some ammo. I need to get some of my little ball bearings.
Oh, we're doing the Bastion stuff.
Well, yeah, I want to go to my Bastion and get stuff for me.
So let's see. You've got a smithy.
Yes.
So they could have crafted you anything off the Smith's Tools list, which is yeah, they could have made you a shit ton of ball bearings.
Yeah, so that's all I care for.
Definitely think some ball bearings or a lot of ball bearings
Which
would
is
be a great idea.
what you use for ammo, so yeah.
Yep.
It's great. And then your other room is... What was your other... You had a storage room, didn't you? Storehouse?
Yeah, but I don't think we need anything from there to take abroad.
Well, no, you had paid in... So you had paid in 500 gold. I don't... My notes, like, disappeared on this when they did the update.
She put in 500 gold.
Oh, it was the same thing for Gallon with her
And for me,
storehouse.
too.
Yeah. But I made notes on her character on Pam's character sheet, but I don't know where they went.
Were they collecting or selling it?
It was like the
this
investment
time-
stage.
Yeah, so the last time you guys did a Bastion check, you had paid the gold, so they had been procuring for that 7 days. This Bastion check, you reap the profit of that.
Which I think is 10%. If I remember right.
I don't
Yes.
remember what.
Yeah, nope, it's 10%.
Next level.
So each of the three of you will get 50 gold if you want to just keep that 500 gold rolling over.
Okay.
Okay. So Pam, you'll get, or Pearl, you'll get 50 gold right now.
Public education for everybody. Teaches you to read.
Same thing for Gallon and Silt. If you guys just want that 500 to roll over for next time, make note that you're doing the rollover and give yourself 50 gold.
You're breaking up so bad, babe.
I know, it's weird night.
Get the gist of it, though.
Yeah.
50 gold if you want it, or 550 if you don't want it next week.
But you'll have to pay 500 next week if you don't roll.
Right.
Over. So.
Okay, I'll just
Um,
50 gold in right now.
Yep,
to-
I just gave it to you, Pearl.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
I mean,
I
I'll do
got
the
a
same.
quick question.
Yeah.
If we expand our specialty rooms, does it take them out of commission? Because I can't read anywhere in the notes on whether or not it does or doesn't. I've been through many descriptions as I can.
It doesn't say anything about expanding specialty facilities at all, only about expanding base facilities for cosmetic purposes.
Um,
When you say specialty, Mike, are you talking like the workshop and
Like-
all that stuff?
yeah, like
Those don't expand until we turn to level 9.
No, he's.
Like,
you're just talking about making the room bigger for cosmetic purposes, right?
well, look under garden.
Okay.
Enlarge the facility.
Oh, I think I
Okay,
know what he's
So
talking
that
about.
that's
This is an
specific.
example
That's
of-
specific to the garden.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of these special facilities are you can enlarge if you pay the gold.
Yeah. So
That's why I'm asking if
the
does
base
it, if
the base
one of
garden
these
starts as roomy.
uh-huh.
So to upgrade it to vast, it's gonna cost 2,000 gold.
Yeah,
And
there's a benefit to that. You can run 2 harvests at the same time with a vast.
Yeah, so it basically doubles your garden.
Right.
I think that's the only thing that does that.
No, I'm gonna
Sorry.
say it doesn't put it out of commission. Well, no, it would put it out of commission because that would be the order given for the last week. So you wouldn't get a harvest this week. Your hireling would have spent that week enlarging the facility.
Okay. Yeah, I read somewhere that it's like 28 days in order to upgrade it.
So that's for like regular rooms because they're building the room, but this is a garden, so.
Okay.
Silt, you want to do yours?
Yeah, mine is going to be simple because the storeroom's taken care of, storehouse is taken care of, and I want my library to find me information on Mother, the creature from the deep.
Okay, I will get that to you by next week.
Awesome. Timely and awesome.
All right. And Gallon.
I mean, I'll do the same thing that Pearl's doing in regards to the Bastion.
Okay, and then your other room?
I can't even remember what the other room is.
I think it's a barracks, isn't it?
Yeah, she has the barracks.
It was the barracks, yes.
Let's
I
just
think-
have. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think you can recruit.
So I'll do that.
So you had 4, so now you have 8. And you can have up to 12.
Do they just hang out or do they go do stuff?
They protect
Okay.
they protect the bastion.
Okay. I gotcha.
Because when you guys can't issue orders, then random events can happen. So you're going to find it out over the next couple Bastion checks, because you guys are about to leave for a month or two with no way to give orders. So random events might happen, and if there's an attack or something and there's Bastion defenders there, they'll increase the odds of nothing happening.
Makes sense.
I do have a side question. I asked from my Noah guy, and I think they're gonna arrive after we leave.
Yes, you did. Text me the details on that, because I think that was before you went in the cave, which was like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
We will say that your Noah guy showed up during that 5 days, and you and me will do it through text before next week.
Sounds good.
All right. So I was smart and upgraded my DM game. I got sticky notes.
Nice.
So instead of having to remember to look at my notebook, I see the sticky notes when I look at my computer. But yeah, anybody got anything else before we wrap it up for the night, for the week?
No, I think that's it. For me.
All right.
Yep.
A lot accomplished. We have a gun that enlarges bullets of some sort. I'll talk to Pearl and see which gun she wants to attach that to. We have a cannon that makes cannonballs bigger.
Question about the cannonballs. Are
Yeah.
they the explosive type or just the big heavy ball that just bunks?
They're the big heavy balls that puts big holes in ships.
And if I were to drill those out, fill them full of an explosive powder, and put a slow burn fuse in them?
If you can find the explosive powder, you let me know. Or, correction, if you can find enough of the right explosive powder to shatter a cannonball, you let me know. Because I don't think simple gunpowder will work for that. You need something a little tougher.
Might have to do some research on how cannonballs explode.
That's DM speak for I let you make a cannonball twice its size. Don't push your luck.
So when
I'm
Pearl
open
fires,
to it. Just let me know.
when
Okay.
Pearl fires her bullets and they get bigger, do they end up cannonball size so that we can reuse them?
They sure do.
Yes.
Oh
Fuck
my god,
yes.
I didn't even think of that.
I mean, that's what I thought we were doing the ring for originally, like so we could just make ball bearings into cannonballs. And then
There-
you guys are like, no, let's
there's-
make them fucking terrible. It's like,
There's
yes.
gonna be a kickback on Pearl's gun converting bullets into cannonballs. I haven't worked out the details on it quite yet, but there's gonna be a tiny
to-
bit of risk involved with it.
Let's have to
So-
support her. Hold Pearl up. She's getting ready to fire.
But I'll have those details laid out by next session. So we'll be good.
Excellent.
And on the cannon itself, what I was kind of thinking on this is that there would be, I don't know, like rods or something connecting the ring to the cannon so that there's like
Oh.
a foot of space.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's already got all that that movement going.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know why,
mean,
but that seemed important to me.
however you want to design it, I feel like that would take maybe like a half a day on the ship to make happen. But yeah, that little bit of space, maybe not a bad idea. That way, if it explodes,
Yeah.
it doesn't ruin your cannon. It just ruins the ring. Maybe not a bad idea. So, all right. We're 2 minutes over. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
All right. I look forward to setting sail with you next week. Thank you, everybody, for coming to watch. Sorry for any audio interruptions, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Guys.